Hey, welcome back everybody. Jane Bellante here. So this is the main light that I use to record my video content. And look at that base. It is just so beat up and it just does not flow with the beauty in my studio. So I wanted to change it. So you can see here, I ended up putting 5 coats of the Daydream Apothecary's white base onto the base of this light. And then I grabbed some UpCycled decoupage papers because she has so many cute images, and my gloss sprays. The first stencil I'm going to use is L652, the Garden Montage stencil. I love this one so much. So my sprayers don't work on my gloss sprays anymore, and actually the way I have to actually position the stencil onto the space and to be able to record it at the same time, because like I'm literally using this light to record this footage. So I am using a pool of the gloss spray with a makeup sponge. So I'm going to be really super careful and just hold the stencil down really carefully. You see me offloading a little bit of the gloss so that I don't make a huge mess. I'm not looking for really crisp, clean lines here. This is going to be more of a collage. I really just love the movement and flow of this Garden Montage stencil. So however it transfers on is going to be beautiful. So the first color I used is Blackberry, and now I'm opening up the Fuchsia gloss spray, and I'm just going to switch back and forth between these two and try to get just a really beautiful bright blend. You'll notice that I left sort of that left, quarter of the side all white. And that's because I really want part of this image that I'm tearing out to show through. If it had the color underneath the whole thing, it would really mute out the flowers. And so I kind of want a little bit of both. So I'm really not being precise here at all. I am just going to kind of rip and tear to make this fit in. It's a very organic look and feel that I'm going for. So if you want to be precise, you can draw lines on your paper and cut them out with the scissors. I am never precise, so you'll see me tearing, and I actually really like that tone look as well. So Lord knows where I put my craft knife. I literally could not find it, but I did have an awl, and I am just wanting to kind of score this paper so that I can cut out around the little opening where the arm of the lamp fits in. So I'm just kind of scoring it and tearing it, and listen, I'll just grab whatever works. So now I am grabbing my soft gel. It's a soft matte gel, and I'm putting a pretty nice amount on, a nice even thicker amount, so that this sticks down and it's not going to move. You can see I don't have the edges trimmed, and I'll just do that in a minute with the actual paintbrush that I'm using. It's just so easy to score it with the paintbrush and just tear it right off. But here you can see when I put this down why I left one part white. So you can kind of see the transition of where those gloss sprays are underneath the decoupage paper. And if I would have left the entire base with the gloss sprays through the stencil, you really wouldn't be able to see the paper at all. I love how it looks now because it's a little bit of a transition and it all kind of flows together. So I really saturated my paper with the soft gel, and now I'm just using the ferrule on the brush to kind of score the edge, and see how it's just kind of pulling right off. I'm being careful to score it though, otherwise it'll rip, right? And I don't want it to rip. So the soft gel is really sticking it down, and then I'm using the metal of the ferrule to just kind of score it, and it just tears off so easily. I'm thinking I want it to be a little bit more of a cohesive look, so I'm just using the entire ink pad here of the Antique Linen Distress ink, and you can see I'm just rubbing it right in, and it's just kind of bringing this whole thing together. The next stencil I'm grabbing is the Emotions and Feelings 1, and the word worthy just popped out, and I really think that especially as artists or creatives and with social media, that we have a tendency to compare ourselves with others all the time. And so this is just a little note for me to remember that I'm worthy and that I can create whatever I want to create just because I want to create it. It doesn't have anything to do with anybody else. I'm worthy to make the art that I love. So I love that this is just a little bit of a reminder. I started using the archival black ink and it wasn't quite dark enough, so I grabbed another ink from Prima, and I'm liking how that looks a whole lot better. So I couldn't film myself doing the sides because this is my light, and this is the light that holds the phone. So basically I just held the stencil down and used the gloss sprays all the way around. You can see it isn't perfect, but that isn't what I'm going for. I love the organic look and feel. And then I took the Distress ink pad and I rubbed it all over the edge, and I really, really love the result. And now I feel like I need to paint the actual lamp itself. But I'm so grateful that you're here. I hope that you found this tutorial inspiring, and you can find me at Jane Bellante Art on all social media platforms. Thank you so much for being here.